started off today not getting fast food for once. Got Red Owl, their coffee and their bagels. Their bagels are really good. They have I get the Bowser bagel, so it's got meat, cheese, and eggs, so filling, and so much better than fast food. They are a local company to Valdosta, Georgia, so they're not Chattanooga local, but they're still a local chain. That's what I'm having today. I'm gonna go ahead and meet up with my friend here, and we are gonna head to our hiking destination. So this is part of the South Cumberland State Park. We're in the Sherwood Forest, which is kind of fun because, Robin Hood. But anyways, this is the way we came in on this pink road, 156. And you can go up Old CC Road, it's the gravel road, and go all the way back here. So this is where we are. We're doing the Sherwood Day Loop, 2.4 miles. We'll see if that's true or not. Sometimes I notice the mileage on these maps are a little bit off. But we're not too far from Buggy Top. Buggy Top's one of my favorite hikes. If you haven't seen that, that video will be at the end of this one, so you can watch that next. Okay, so people were saying to do the loop to the right is easier and it's more downhill coming back. And if you do it to the left, it's more uphill, well, obviously. And I just now realized I left my trekking poles in your car. It's okay. I think I'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, that is a copperhead. That one, he didn't even move. We literally walked right beside him. You even freaked out and he still didn't move. He didn't flinch. So it's they don't really care. So once you kind of understand that they don't care unless you really got in their way, or they had, if it was their nest, that would be another story, But it's just one of those scenarios where it's I know if I don't bother you, you won't bother me, and we could be cool. So I like to be enjoying the scenery and stuff, and I feel like I can't do that if I'm looking for snakes. So our first overlook. This is cool. Well, we've gone half a mile. And we've seen one snake. How many more are we gonna see? None, that's the count. We're seeing no more snakes. No, those are flower petals.
Yeah.
Oh, it's someone's dropped their gummies. Nature's dropped its gummies. I see why going the other way is uphill now. We'd have to go up all these steps. So there's a natural bridge here. So you can either take the natural bridge or you can stay on the trail. And there's a little waterfall. That's cool. Now, you can't even really tell that you're on a bridge right now. You can go down to the bottom if you want to this way and kind of circle back around, and there's the bridge. But we're not doing that today because, snakes. And also, I don't really feel like dealing with that. So there's a little cave that you can walk through, a little tunnel. If this is milepost 2.5, didn't the trailhead say 2.4? I'm a little confused. Why are we at 2.5? So I literally went back and watched the video from the trailhead, and yes, it says 2.4 miles on the map. So remember when I told y'all sometimes those are not accurate? There's proof. Even the milepost. I don't know why. I don't know how they messed that up. That makes no sense to me. Apparently All Trails says it's 2.7. We'll see if that's accurate. It probably is. That makes more sense. Because it's clearly not 2.4. So we're back to the first fork now. So that's where we started. 2.75 here. And your watch says 2.75. Wow. But you started your watch at like the trailhead, didn't you? So... well, so did the milepost. Milepost 0 is at the so yeah, so yours is spot on accurate then. So we're good. So their mileage posts are good and accurate, it seems like. It's the trailhead map that's not accurate. I don't know how that keeps happening, but it does. Looky there. 2.9 miles.
Yeah, I have 2.84 in my watch.
There's them 0 milepost. And yeah, here's the map that clearly says 2.4. But anyways, this is the hike we did. And we went this way, all around. And it is funny, it just says the one overlook. But there is another one over here somewhere. I think it's over here. But also, they tell you how to use their milepost. So if there's ever an emergency, they all actually have a location tagged to them. And there is no cell service on this trail, so just heads up. But if you had a satellite phone, then you could phone for help. So of course I had to end the day with my afternoon coffee. Back in Chattanooga, I went to Lola Beans. That is the other coffee shop on East Brainerd Road. If you're in the East Brainerd part of town, there's 2 local-ish coffee shops. So Lola Beans is actually true local. There's only a store in Chattanooga and Cleveland currently. Where I went earlier, Red Owl, they're actually from Valdosta, Georgia, which I said that already, but anyways, it's still local, but not local to Chattanooga. Sorry. I want to go ahead. Oh, by the way, I got the Remedy. I forgot to share that. I got the Remedy, which is a lavender and honey. Oh, it's so good. I love all of Lola Beans stuff because their flavors, like, you can taste everything. Like, the flavors are strong, so it's nice. Some of their stuff can be a little bit on the sweet side, but if you want like lots of flavor of like whatever flavors, the syrups and stuff like that, and not so much the coffee, Lola Beans is the place for you. Distractions. I'm so tired. I went to a concert last night and then had to get up early to go do this hike, and I'm sleep deprived. I'm tired now. I haven't hiked in like a month too. I haven't done like anything outside because of my allergies, so I'm exhausted to say the least. So anyways, I wanted to go ahead and close out this video. I wanted to summarize. The hike is awesome because it's lesser known, so it's never going to be crowded. I say that. I probably shouldn't say that. Most likely won't be crowded. And it's kind of off the beaten path, but it's easy enough to get to. I know my car could get to it. My car cannot go a lot of places, but even though it's a gravel road, there's no like huge potholes or anything like that, so any vehicle could get to it. And it's a loop trail, so definitely I agree with what I had read, which is if you go to the right, it's more downhill, less uphill. So going counterclockwise is the way to go, unless you want the more challenging and then go the other way. When you go counterclockwise, you run across, as you saw, the natural bridge first, and then, no, first the overlook, then the natural bridge, and so on. And a copperhead. So that was terrifying. My friend saw it. I would have walked right by it. I had no clue. So I've been hiking. I've hiked hundreds of times, and have never thought anything about snakes. I'm not really terrified of snakes, but this confirmed for me, because I'm like, I never see snakes when I hike. I don't know what it is. Well, this confirmed that I probably haven't seen them, but I probably walked right by them hundreds of times at this point, and I had no clue. So yeah, if my friend weren't there, I would have walked right by this copperhead and never would have known he was there. He didn't seem disturbed by us at all. He was sitting right by the trail, coiled up, facing us. So could have attacked, but he never did. He didn't seem threatened or upset or anything like that, and so I think it was fine. If you're scared of snakes, just be mindful of the fact that it is snake season now. Spring, once it starts warming up, when the bugs are out, snakes are out. I think that's a good rule of thumb to keep in mind. So that's why a lot of people prefer winter hiking around here. Everything is prettier foliage wise in the spring and summer, so pick your poison. Literally. I would say just be mindful of your surroundings, especially since it is a lesser known hike. It's a less traveled hike, so there are going to be more like snakes and stuff like that because it's not a heavily trafficked area, and I think that makes a big difference. By the time you're watching this, the blog post will obviously be done, which is linked in the description below, so if you want details where this is, how to get there, and all that stuff. And that is pretty much it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.